Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about why I quit YouTube so often. For the views, every time I make one of those videos, my channel blows. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing happens. I don't get any views or any money off any of those quitting videos. What those are is me just actually being honest with myself and my channel, whereas most people don't do that. Most content creators just push through, force themselves through, and put themselves in a position where it affects their mental health. It's not something I want to do. So when I feel the strain and I feel I'm coming to the end of that period of YouTube, I leave. Now, one thing I will say, every single quit video I've ever made, I have always been completely honest, completely open with everything. And I've even said that I'm going to do certain things like take 3-4 months off, come back and do this, come back and do that. And I've been true to my word with absolutely everything that I've said. And that's something that I'm very proud of, because I could have easily just pushed through, not give a crap, and, you know, just struggled mentally and anything just to kind of push out content to get money from it. I don't want to live my life that way anymore. I did it for 6 years with Destiny and Destiny 2 and hated pretty much 90% of the time I was doing it. So let's talk about my current situation and what's going on with the channel. So the other week I uploaded a video saying that I was going to make a whole bunch of videos, you know, on random games and just play them, like 20-minute videos, etc., etc. And the very first one I uploaded out of a series of 15 videos, plus another 6 videos that I recorded for something else, the very first one I uploaded got hit with a false flag from a random Greek YouTube channel, which claimed a part of that video, which, you know, didn't even match up in any type of content to the content that they had. And my channel got a strike for it. It's my second strike due to false flags. If you get 3 strikes, your channel gets deleted instantly. So since that day, I deleted the video. I uploaded one more video because I wanted you guys to see it, but after the first initial group of people watched it, I deleted that video too, to stop anyone claiming any of my videos. And that kind of reminded me of the anxiety and stress and problems and challenges that YouTube brings to a day-to-day life, especially one where you're as busy as I am doing so many other things, which I'll talk about in a second. So for me, I don't care about the amount of views I get. The more views, the better. The more views, the more revenue. No one's going to complain about getting more money and more views. However, for me, it's all just about making videos for myself, you know, to make myself feel good, to continue this kind of legacy that I've set on YouTube, even if it's not at the same level that it used to be. But when a video gets low views, it is very disheartening. And I'll tell you why, because not a lot of people really realize this. People think we just play video games, upload them, and that's it. One video can take up to 5 hours. I was explaining this in a post yesterday. Let's say I did an 8-minute compilation of Fall Guys clips where it's just me raging and overreacting or winning a crown and being excited. That could take place over 2 hours. It could take place over 5 hours, having to sit and play the game and record to get those clips. Then you take that video and then you have to watch it again. So however long you recorded for, you're also watching back for that amount of time, probably even a little bit longer, because as you're going, you're cutting out the clips that you want in your video editing software. Then you have to do a whole bunch of trickery to make things flow a little bit better. You know, make sure it's a story. Basically, you got a beginning, middle, and end. Make sure the clips flow into each other nice. You know, editing it to zoom in on your face when something bad happens, or you know, just good editing. And I've done a bunch of Fall Guys videos like this in the past. So let's just say conservatively, it could take 5 hours to make an 8-minute video. And then when you put that video up and it gets 150 views, 200 views, the time that it took to make it isn't worth the kind of, I don't want to say money or views or anything, the kind of worth to me as a content creator. If it's 1,000 views, I'll be like, yeah, cool. And trust me, 1,000 views is not a lot of money. So don't think that it is. It's like $1. Like, so it's not about the money, but it's about seeing like a significant amount of views for what your channel currently is for the amount of time that you put in. And I think that's fair. When you work hard and you do the things that you want to do and you enjoy it, you want to see some kind of like thing coming back to you to make you feel like it's worth doing, which isn't the case when it comes to YouTube. It's specifically for me. So 5 hours, let's just say conservatively, you know, on the very, very bare minimum, let's just say an hour's worth of work to make an 8-minute video. Every single minute of my life counts right now. For those of you who don't know, I am primary caregiver now by law for my mum, who is incurable cancer. So that obviously takes up a hell of a lot of my time. I'm also looking after a very, very young dog who is a bit of a pain in the neck at times and is very bullshy, very strong. So I have to also look after him and make sure that he doesn't prat around too much and hurt my mom or anything. So I spend a lot of time with him too. when I'm not at home caring for people, I'm at work 2 times a week. I work a very physical job now in a supermarket, you know, lifting heavy pallets and stuff. I won't bore you with the details, but I haven't worked physically for probably a good 10 years, to that level anyway. Like, obviously I've had jobs, but to that level of physicality, just, I'm dying at the moment trying to keep up. So that obviously takes a lot of time out of a day, you know, working 8 hours a day. And then by the time I get home, I'm so physically tired and my social battery is completely depleted that I can't sit and make a video. I'm not excited or motivated to make a video. So every time I work, I lose a complete day in attempting to make videos, which is also very difficult. On top of all that, a lot of you know I'm autistic, which means a lot of these stresses and challenges are impacting me tenfold to what most people feel. I'm okay with that though. You know, I'm used to it. I know how to handle it, but it does have a lasting impact if I don't figure out how to deal with things. So when I get the motivation to do YouTube, I'm very excited. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And I'll record like 10 videos in a night. I'll just sit there from like 6 p.m. when the dog goes to sleep until like 4 o'clock the next morning, just recording, and then spend the next day editing all those videos. That is a killer too, and not very healthy. I would not suggest it. So when you do all that and then you get low views and, you know, very little feedback and stuff, it just doesn't feel worth it. And then that gets you down. It makes you sad. And then if you're doing that for 2-3 weeks, a month, whatever, every single day, you get to a point of sadness where you're just like, well, I don't want to do this anymore at all. Like, I just don't want to touch YouTube or content creating whatsoever. And then you don't, you know what I mean? And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been relying on, where I get to that point and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. But most people would push through, where I make a video saying, I don't want to do this anymore, because I've always been as honest as I can with my channel, with my fans, with my viewers, with my support. And honest with myself as well, to be honest. And I'm actually kind of proud of myself for realizing these things are happening and stopping myself from pushing myself further than I need to. Just realized I got dirt on my head from the dog. So why do I keep coming back if I'm clearly don't have the time or anything like that? Well, you know, I need a break from most of my life, and YouTube has always been a big part of my life. What people don't realize is, for content creators, whatever content they're making, whether they're live streaming, whether they're making videos, whether they're on TikTok, your content and what you've done and achieved has a hold over you. It really does. You feel like you owe it to the years that you've put in to continue going. You feel like you owe it to your fans and your viewers and your support to keep on going. And a lot of the times you feel like you owe it to yourself too, to keep on going and keep on pushing, even if it's not healthy for you. And there's not a single YouTuber, streamer, whatever in the world who will say any different, because it just does have a hold on you, especially when you've achieved certain things. Like, most people probably don't realize, but my channel was actually ridiculously big at the time it was big, because it was many years ago, before you've seen how different the landscape is. But at the time, my channel blew the hell up. I was massive. I was earning so much money and stuff. But, you know, over time that obviously changes, and I quit YouTube for 3 years, so that had a massive impact too. But when you've been at that level, when you've done pretty much everything that you set out to do when you started it, you look back and you think, oh, I'm so proud of that. That is something that I achieved. That is something that I've done. I don't want to give it up. And that's the problem. It's constantly up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So what does that mean for me and my channel? I don't know for sure at all. I'm definitely going to be here and there. I'll pop in for a couple of months, make some videos, piss off again. Might stream randomly every now and again. Hopefully, and I mean this with all my heart, games will come out that will be like a Destiny or Outriders at the time, where I can sit and play for a good 6 months or whatever, every single day making videos. And if I see a game like that I absolutely love, which is getting a decent amount of views, I will commit myself to making those videos. I don't see that happening though. Sorry, I've just eaten and had a drink of Coke and it's building up in my chest. The only time I see that happen is with Hogwarts Legacy, but we just don't know what type of game that will be and how big the game will be. But I'm very excited for that. But that's not all the way until December, so you know, we'll have to find out when we get there. I do know one thing for sure. In 2 to 3 years, my channel will be deleted and gone. 100%. You will never see any video on this channel ever again. You'll never probably see me ever again, because when I go through my foundation degree in the course that I'm taking, having social media can have a real impact on your profession. So I will be deleting absolutely everything and moving into the field of profession that I want to move into. So that is a certainty, unless I don't get into university, but I should do. But that is a certainty. 2 to 3 years, my channel will be gone. My Twitter will be gone. My Instagram will be gone. Everything will be gone. Until then, I can't make you any promises. I'm just going to have to just leave it at that and hope that you guys understand. But I hope you like that little peek behind the curtains of pretty much my life, what goes into YouTube, and how difficult it is to try and stay consistent, and how depressing it can be at times, and how much of an impact it can have on your life. So yeah, it's a little bit easier when you're consistently successful, I'll tell you that much. But I haven't been consistently successful. Yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all happy. I hope you're all still here at the end of the video, which most of you probably aren't, because my average watch time is about 1 minute 30. But anyway, I love you guys. Peace.